It is nice to be home, just for those of you who have been watching me. It's been a great experience since I got here last night. But anyway, thank you very much, Frank, and good morning to you all. And I do always enjoy returning to what Frank referred to as my hometown, where I still have an incredible number of memories of where my mother still lives. And so I just want to admit that I'm so tied to this town that when we were debating where to choose where to place the legal headquarters of the new Fiat Chrysler automobiles, I thought for a moment to pick up a place just north of here where my mother lives. But then I thought at the healthy age of 88, she probably would not have appreciated much of the company of banks, rating agencies, and international investors and the photographers that are sitting in this audience. But anyway, being here for the Canadian International Auto Show, I can't help but feel the confidence and the optimism that is palpable here at the Convention Center. The industry is just coming off its best sales year ever in Canada, with hopes for another strong year based on improving consumer confidence. Pent-up demand, low interest rates, and attractive products helped propel car sales, which increased year over year for each of the last 9 months of 2013. And sales have moved up again in January of this year, and I'm proud to say that Chrysler Canada's results increased by 4%, and we finished as #1 in sales in the country. Now, across the border in the US, sales topped 15 million units last year for the first time since 2007, as the industry continues to rebound from one of its darkest periods. And the contrast with the air of fear which existed just a few years ago could not be greater, especially with the 3 North American-based automakers. Each one of us, all of us, are profitable again, and we can be proud of the products that are on display here at the show. The quality of the vehicles that is now coming out of North America can stand up against the competition in any class, no matter what their origin. It's been a phenomenal 5-year journey. The reconstruction of the North American auto industry is now officially complete. We have reacquired credibility on the world stage, and there's clear, undisputable evidence that the experiment has actually worked. The restructuring has produced new beginnings, and as we had all hoped, these beginnings have set the foundation for a much better tomorrow. But it's now time to turn the page. We need to learn from the past, and we need to ensure we do not repeat the ill-advised commercial practices that got us in trouble and which were exposed by the Great Recession. Now, I, together with all my fellow executives and the other car companies, closely watch inventory levels throughout the industry. Every competitor does. And we're all making sure that no one is stuffing distribution channels. All of us in the car business understand that we cannot allow the return of overcapacity and the problems associated with overcapacity that have become chronic before the restructuring was actually executed. Overcapacity inevitably leads to profit-draining practices, such as the need for massive incentives to prop up sales. Consumers, logically enough, come to expect bargain prices, and then we as manufacturers end up selling the deal instead of telling the world about the safety, the fuel economy, and the amazing capabilities of the vehicles that we develop so painstakingly. The vitality of the auto industry will be clear to anyone who spends some time venturing around this convention center. More than 40 vehicles are making their Canadian debut this morning, and collectively they provide proof of the incredible recovery of the industry. The competition is intense, and it is once more focused on the products themselves instead of merely on the discount. And customers spend a considerable amount of time in their cars, and manufacturers are keenly aware that they need to give them an experience that they will ultimately truly appreciate, or else they will go somewhere else. Now, despite the mistakes that the auto sector has made in the past, becoming a leading example of how not to run a business, we are nonetheless proud of the industry. We are a proud industry, one that has transformed society, which has created mobility on a scale that has never been envisioned before. The sector has been synonymous with progress for more than a century. It has helped drive economic growth and raise the standard of living all over the world. The effects on social habits and customs have become profound. Now there's a reversal taking place. It is the needs of society that are transforming our business, and for that reason, it is a crucial moment for our industry. Having recovered from the recession, we now have the opportunity to play a leading role in the creation of a cleaner, safer planet. We are challenged to proactively become part of the solution to problems that today's world faces. Gasoline has been a dominant form of fuel for more than a century, but on the show floor you can see the evidence that we are in a period of transition. All of us are only too well aware that collectively we need to reduce dependence on oil. It is a goal that we need to pursue with utmost effort, not just to meet tough regulatory demands, but first and foremost to contribute to the world that we leave to future generations. Finding a solution that reduces the environmental impact of vehicles over the entire life cycle will require vision and the right measure of realism. Quick fixes, magic recipes, held up as offering a permanent solution are nothing more than an illusion.